How's spring treating you so far?
It's going good. We're working hard. You know, tempo is high, and we're getting a lot better. You know, the O-line's come a long way since the first day, so we're getting better and better every day.
In what way have you guys have come together?
We've come together, you know, just by working hard. I mean, you know, that's where you build your team chemistry. Is just working your butt off and grinding through the tough times. There's been some tough times out there, but we're just grinding through, and that definitely builds the O-line chemistry between us.
A lot of turnover out there. How is it? How does that process work of kind of, you know, forming that solid core that you guys want, and that kind of camaraderie that will help you in games?
Yeah, you know, these coaches are great. Coach Fry's been really pushing us, you know, to come together as a unit, and we have the best chance to succeed if, as far as the O-line standards, if we do have that O-line camaraderie and working together.
When you talk about the tempo, what about the tempo kind of changes what you have to do as an offensive lineman, or just to get ready for practice?
It's just faster, but you know the biggest thing is just getting the play call and going up and getting down and just making sure you're in shape. These coaches do a good job of that, so yeah, just pushing through and just working your butt off out there.
You started your career at UCLA as a defensive line.
Yeah.
What's it like been an offensive line? You've been there for a few seasons now.
It's been great, you know. I mean, you know, I'm the type of guy who would do whatever to help the team, and for that point it was to move to offensive line, and it's been awesome. I've been loving it. You know, I'm really glad that I switched there, and it's definitely been awesome. Yeah.
How much of offensive line did you play before?
None. In high school I played tight end and D-line, so yeah.
How early did they tell you, because you've been kind of the first team right tackle for pretty much all of spring since day one. When did they tell you you're going to run with the ones, or was it just like the first day, Jake, just go out there at right tackle?
You know, like the first day they didn't really have like a set starters back. You know, he just kind of put us out there, but you know, and then after kind of the first few days, he said, you know, just keep working your butt off, and then things will work out for you. So that's what kind of happened. Yeah.
You guys had Scott Quessenberry here for 4 years. He starts pretty much every game for however many years. What's it like trying to replace or find a new guy to have that kind of leadership responsibility?
Well, you know, Scott was Scott, and he was a great leader. He was a great player. But this is a new season, and we have a lot of new guys. So I think the biggest thing is just kind of putting last season away and just looking forward between us, between our offensive linemen and camaraderie. So yeah.
What's it been like blocking against this new defense with some more 3-down looks as opposed to 4-down like last year?
Yeah, you know, you have to adjust, but our defense ran, and then we scouted a lot of teams last year that ran a 3-down front, so it's not entirely new. But you know, you just have to adjust on the fly and just be good in your preparation before practice, watching film, and doing all that.
Have you seen guys like Keyshawn Lucier-South, people that you might be blocking off that edge, you know, show a new improvement in different sides of their game, being in that kind of stand-up position and that edge rusher position?
Keyshawn's a great player. You know, he gives it all every practice, and we definitely have a good battle out there. You know, it's just basically him making me better and me trying to make him better. And if we keep doing that, we're going to be really successful in game day.
How would you describe Coach Fry's kind of personality and his coaching staff?
He's awesome. You know, if we're slacking, he'll definitely get on us. But he's been teaching us a lot of new things, and we've been out there and working hard with him, and he's been awesome. Yeah.
So how do you feel spring has gone so far?
Spring has gone pretty good so far, so good.
Where do you think kind of the offensive line has been improving the most?
Our improvements have become like being able to adjust on the run, a lot more camaraderie, and we're just growing every day, trying to get better.
What's the biggest difference from last year to now? What have you found?
Obviously, we have new staff. They put a lot of emphasis on nutrition, a lot of emphasis on awareness, and it's just great to be a part of, really.
How do you think the team is adapting to the pace?
We're adapting pretty well to the pace. That's been the emphasis too, just tempo. Especially like Coach Kelly being notorious for great offenses.
Had you watched Chip Kelly's offenses at Oregon or in Philadelphia, San Francisco before this year? Or how familiar were you with his stuff?
Not too familiar. Of course, I watch film all the time, like NFL film, but to be playing in a system like this is second to none.
What do you think the offensive line's learned about like the nutrition? How do you think that helps you on the field?
It's just getting our bodies right, mentally, physically, so we can perform at the highest level.
How does it differ from what you guys were eating previously to what they want you eating now?
We just eat more and we eat better. We eat together. Yeah.
When did the coaches kind of tell you were going to be working with that first team offensive line unit at that left guard spot? Was that kind of just the first few practices in, they throw you out there and then they reevaluate? How did that kind of go?
Yeah, basically they threw me in the fire, and I just been picking it up and running with it. It's just a great opportunity. Obviously, UCLA, we've had a great history of offensive linemen, even going to the NFL. So it's just a dream come true, really, and just seizing the opportunity.
What's it been like working alongside Boss Tagovailoa at center instead of seeing him on the opposite side?
It's been great. Like that's a great guy. Like obviously here at UCLA, we get trained by the best, we eat the best, we just are the best. So having a guy come from defense and go to offense is just testimony to what kind of program this really is and what kind of players we have here.
You guys started the same offensive lineman all 12 games last year, and this year you guys have to find a whole bunch of new guys. What's that like? That process like trying to find some new starters to get ready to play that game?
Obviously, it's up to the coach who makes the decision, and yeah, basically we just try to build the trust along each other, and the best five will play. Yeah.
How much did you learn from a guy like Najee Tran? I know he's not here anymore, but he was in your position last year, the year before that. What did you learn from him?
Obviously, Najee was a guy who led by example, didn't really talk much. So getting to learn from guys like that just made it easier for me when I had my time to come, like now. Yeah.